We live in a time where internet speed is just so important to our day-to-day activities. And so what we want to do is make sure that we're not being let down by our home Wi-Fi setup. And so in this video, we're going to see how easy it is to find out if we're being let down by our home Wi-Fi setup, and also how easy it is to upgrade your Wi-Fi, to buy a new router and set that up. So this is my router, and you guys have a router as well. Now this is the router that my internet service provider provided me with. Now something you need to know about ISPs is that this is the necessary evil for them. They don't make any money off of these routers, and so they just need to make them as cheaply as possible as part of giving you internet. And so what that means is you can't expect them to give you good Wi-Fi. So firstly, what speed can we actually get from our internet service provider? What is the high water level mark of what we can achieve in terms of speed? Well, let's find out by connecting direct to the router with an Ethernet cable, because there is no loss of service via the Ethernet cable, unlike with a Wi-Fi connection. Now, unless you're working for some sort of top secret government agency with access to next level hardware, you're going to be running this connection at 1 gigabit, 1000 megabits. This is really fast. 1000 megabits is really fast, and it will allow us to now find the bottleneck beyond our router, between the router and the internet. So we're going to go ahead and run a speed test with this new connection setup we've got, and establish our high level watermark of what internet speed we can actually get from our ISP. The website speedtest.net, I'll leave a link in the description, will suit me perfectly to run this speed test, and I'm looking at about 800 megabits in download speed. If you are in the UK, it's likely that you'll see a number like 80 or 20. I hear the Far East is doing pretty well. They're getting similar numbers to what I've got. And the USA, I don't know how you guys are doing. I'm sure there'll be many viewers from there, so let me know in the comments, would love to know. So now let's go ahead and disconnect that Ethernet cable and connect exclusively over Wi-Fi. This will allow us to see if the speed drops down, then that is because of the bottleneck lying at the connection between your router and your device. So now we're running a speed test with the same device. I've just been using my desktop PC, but if I was to run it with my iPhone, then I would be looking at the same exact results as I can see on the screen now. So we're looking at 50 megabits, just about. Wow, is that it? We're only getting 50 megabits out of 800? We could be doing much better than this in my case. So what are the options here? What can you do about this? Well, we can go ahead and upgrade our router. We can buy another router with better Wi-Fi capabilities. Alternatively, if your internet speed was actually a smaller value than your Wi-Fi speed, then what that means is you might not need to actually upgrade your router. But you've got to remember there's a lot of factors that come into play when determining that speed. For example, number of users using the router at the same time, and also distance from the router. So you want to make sure that when you run your test, you're doing it at the worst possible scenario. So for example, the furthest away and when all the kids are at home. There is a lot of choice on the market when it comes to routers, so you can go ahead and choose your own. But the one I've got is the C3200 from TP-Link, and I will leave a link in the description for those who are interested. You don't need to be intimidated by this. It is so easy to set this up. So you just go ahead and buy the router and pull it out of the box. I just want to make sure that these steps work for everyone. So at this time, just pull out the box and plug in just the power. No Ethernet cables at this point. The Wi-Fi details to connect to the new router can usually be found somewhere on a sticker on the device. With the new router powered on, you should see a new Wi-Fi signal from your laptop. Now go ahead and connect to that. Now navigate in a browser to one of the following 2 IP addresses until one returns a response representing your new router, and then log in using admin credentials, which you should be able to work out by using the manual, or alternatively, it will ask you to set it up. Finally, just navigate around this page and apply the following settings that I display on screen. Great, all we have to do now is just plug it into our ISP router and we are set to go. Just connect it from the ISP router from one of the 4 LAN ports that it has available. Usually this is 4 LAN ports. If you have something different, maybe it's 2, I don't know. Your router might be different, but you want to plug in the other end to what is called the WAN port, or also it's called the internet port. And you just want to make sure all your devices are now connecting to this new wireless network rather than the old one. And I'd also recommend that you always use the Ethernet ports on the new router from now on, so that everything is on the same network. Okay, great. We've now got a new network set up, and we can finally find out if it was worth the hassle. Did it improve our internet speed over Wi-Fi? Let's find out. So the results are in, and it looks like I'm getting 150 now in download speed. 150, that is a 300% improvement. But guys, the new router that I bought can do much more than a 300% improvement. Check out these results. I'm using my iPhone, which has a more powerful Wi-Fi adapter in comparison to my PC Wi-Fi adapter, which I was using earlier. And check these results out. So there it is, guys. We have up to a 500% increase in our Wi-Fi speed, all thanks to this brand new router. And have we reached its maximum capacity? Well, we don't really know at this point. We haven't done any tests to find that out. All we know is we're looking pretty damn pretty right now. So this is my first video on this channel, and I want to use this channel to just talk about things that interest me when it comes to tech. Now, home Wi-Fi setup and networking in general is something that interests me, so you're going to see a couple more videos on that which I think are interesting, and also just in general tech reviews, maybe, you know, things like that. So we're just going to see how it goes with this tech channel, but jump on the bandwagon, yeah? Subscribe, hit that subscribe button, come on, hit it.